Things to think about when you're buying your first house. Well, this is something that we see very, very often, especially in a market like this where home prices have fallen and interest rates are low. A lot of people who have not been involved in owning a home are looking to do that, which is an incredible thing to own your own home. It is the American dream, of course. So, things to think about when you're buying your first home. First off, get involved with a realtor right off the bat. They're going to walk you through this process, and this is probably the biggest thing I can stress to you, is to get involved with somebody who's a professional who can really walk you through. There's going to be a ton of questions you have about every little step of the way. If you aren't represented, you can get yourself into some real trouble. So that would be the first thing. The second thing is really start thinking about where you want to live. That's the first big thing to think about, right? So when you're looking in the newspaper, when you're looking online, really look at maps, really think about where in the community you want to live, where your dream house would be. Because chances are you can find a good spot in pretty much any place in your community. If you have children, school systems might be a really big important thing to you. You want to really think about where your kids are going to go to school, if it's a good school system, if it's close to your job, if it's something you can work to pick your kids up from either daycare or from the school itself. So schools are a very important thing for most first-time home buyers. Now, when you're looking at the maps, when you're thinking about where you want to live, pricing is obviously going to come into play. Chances are this first home that you're going to buy is not going to be your dream home that you're going to live in for the rest of your life. So don't expect it to. When you're looking at the home, know that there's things that you might want to fix, know that there's things that really need to be fixed, and kind of incorporate that into the pricing, and if that's the place that you want. Also think if you are a handy person, if you are interested in buying a fixer-upper, this is a great thing to do if you're handy, if you have experience in carpentry or in any of the contracting fields. So that would be something really important too, because like I said, chances are this isn't going to be the home that you're going to live in for the very rest of your life. So really pay attention to those couple things. And I would probably say one more time, just to reiterate, make sure that you have somebody in your back pocket as a representative to walk you through this process, because it can be very, very tricky for a first timer.